Okay, we're live. I went a little bit early just because I want to get this done so I can get everything in. But what better entrance to a stream than Skechers the hamster? Oh, she's so adorable, and my sister has videos of her on her channel, so there's like nobody here. There's nobody here, but there was, I would ask a mod to link the channel if you could find it. Subscribe to Skechers the hamster.
No.
And maybe Skechers will even make her own channel.
Don't subscribe.
That would be cute. And don't listen to my sister, but that would be cute. Skechers the hamster. Such a beautiful hamster, teddy bear hamster. And apparently I have to let her go. I don't know why. But that's fine. She can stay out here with me.
Okay, if you keep her safe.
You have to go back in your hamster ball. So Skechers is going to hang out with me. But for the unboxing today, we have Aquarium, Co-op, and Amazon. Some things I bought, a couple things I bought, a couple things my mother donated, and a couple things Kevin Leong donated. And I know Kevin's here. I can't read the chat from here, but we'll just have to go with it. I'm sorry if I miss anything. I will step over and read it occasionally, but I want to get this unpackaged and everything, and then just get into, like, putting it into my tank and everything. So first we're going to start off with Vibra Bites. These ones I got for my Discus and my mother's pea puffer. So that's the first item. I got these on Amazon. Next, I'm not going to show my address, but next was donated by Kevin Leong. And this is the Alert combo by Seachem. This is going to go in my Discus tank with everything else. There's a pH and Ammonia Alert. And they're really thin, which is what I like. So it'll be perfect to hang on the side of my Discus tank. 4 boxes came from Aquarium Co-op today. Well, this is from Amazon, by the way. But 4 boxes came from Aquarium Co-op today, and no sponge filters came. So I still don't have a sponge filter for my Discus tank. But I have everything else. Next is for Skechers the hamster. I got nibble rings for her. So she'll enjoy this. She's actually right next to me in her hamster ball. She smells horrible. But these are from Amazon as well. I bought those. And then this was donated by Kevin Leong. And this is a meat grinder. Here, I'll get the link up there real quick. I wasn't going to post the link because I wanted it to be a quick stream, so. But I want to make it, I'm going to try and make it as quick as possible. But this is the meat grinder for making frozen Discus food. It's a home easy meat grinder. I'll probably assemble it in a few weeks, because that's when the Discus are actually being shipped, are in a few weeks. So I'm going to make the frozen food a day or two before the Discus are being shipped, just so I have it, so I have the food for when I actually get the Discus. So that's what I got from Amazon, and that's what was donated by some people. But next is from Aquarium Co-op. Welcome, everyone. Geek Boy, Olivia, Kevin Leong, Mace Tales, Fern Fins, and Hasif Moore. This one is what Kevin Leon donated from Aquarium Co-op. Welcome, Rocco's Fisher. This is what Kevin Leon donated. So, paper. A plant thank you card. It just, are you happy with your purchase and everything? This is the plant bag. It's a little plant cooler bag. And I've already opened the box, clearly. But when I opened it, this was on the bottom. So I was kind of worried that the plants are being squished, but I think they'll be okay. So this is the floating Christmas moss ball. Let me see if I can get it out. Here's the floating Christmas moss ball. And it's got a little plant weight on it to keep it at the bottom. But I'm obviously going to take that off so the moss ball can float. And it came pretty nicely packaged in a little plant sleeve and in a Ziploc bag. And then inside a cooler, which was with a paper thing, and then inside an insulated box. So it was pretty safe. The heat pack wasn't warm when we got it, only because it was a few days late, which is expected. And then the next plant is an Amazon sword. This one I'm not going to take out because it doesn't look the best, because it's all yellow. It's all yellow and shriveled. There's only a couple leaves. I'll try and save it, but it probably cannot be saved, which happens. Welcome, Emily Steffens. I hope I'm saying that right. She said, save that bag, girl. Yeah, I'm going to save all of it. Just in case I ever, if I decide to ship plants or something, ever, then I would have, an insulated cooler. And I might even save the plant sleeves because I think this would be cool to recycle. It's to the best of my ability. But those are the plants. And there's another paper thing. And then there's brine shrimp eggs. Aquarium Co-op brine shrimp eggs. I haven't opened them, but it's sealed like a paint can. I'm not going to open them just to keep them fresh. But Aquarium Co-op brine shrimp eggs. Then Aquarium Co-op Easy Green. And there was a pump, but the pump came broken. That's fine. But there's Easy Green, which will be perfect with plants. Next item is Fritz Complete with the pump. It's an 8-ounce bottle of Fritz Complete. And I've tried this before. It smells horrible. But I've used it in my aquarium, and it works nice. And it detoxifies ammonia. Well, it instantly removes ammonia, chlorine, and chloramines, and detoxifies nitrite and nitrate. So it works pretty nice. Oh, okay, Emily Stevens. Next is Extreme Pro Flakes. Again, these are all for the Discus, the baby Discus. But it's all packaged pretty nicely, and there's going to be a wide variety of food that the fish get fed, which is a good thing. Spirulina brine shrimp. It sounds like it's in small enough bits, but I'm going to try feeding them that. I'm not going to feed them all. I'm not going to feed all of this right away, just to try and feed them one thing for a few days. But I do have to feed them at least 4 times a day. So I might go with like pellets early in the morning, live foods like baby brine, midday, gel foods for like the 3rd feeding, and then flakes for the 4th feeding. Some variation like that. But the next one is extreme 1.5 millimeter slow sinking pellets. I did research foods for Discus, so all of these were like recommended. And then the next 3 Repashy, I googled like the best Repashy for Discus, and it said these 3. So Repashy Soylent Green, and this one's nice because it has spirulina algae, krill, peas, black soldier fly larva. So those are like the top ingredients that I think would be perfect for the Discus. Next is Repashy Grub Pie. This one has black soldier fly larva, seaweed, coconut, flaxseed, and a whole bunch of other ingredients. That's the list of ingredients, but there's certain ingredients that stand out the most and like attract my attention for Discus. Next is Repashy Spawn and Grow. I might actually try feeding this to some of my other fish to see if I can get them to spawn. But there's squid, krill, fish meal, some algae, spirulina, things like that. And I think that'd be a good food to try out. Again, I've never had any of these things, honestly. But like, I've never tried feeding any of these things to my previous Discus, and I've never used any of these foods for other fish as well. So the next one is a Zis Never Clog Air Stone. When the sponge filters do come, these will be perfect for them. Another paper thing, the heat pack. The order, the packing list, and then it came with a nice Cardinal Tetra sticker. So I'm going to put all this back real quick. But it's all packaged really nicely. Of course, when I, unpackaged it, I put it all back before I did this unboxing. So I didn't put it all back, as nicely as they had it. They had it packaged pretty nicely. But now on to the last box of Aquarium Co-op stuff. And this was from my mother. She ordered a bunch of plants for the tanks. And these were some of the plants that she ordered. You can't see them very well, but I can probably take them out of the bag. This is the first time I'm unpackaging these, so can't guarantee what you're going to see. This one came pretty nicely. This is the baby tears. Not the dwarf baby tears. This is just the regular baby tears. And everything stayed pretty moist. So yeah, this one looks pretty nice. Next plant is the Crypticorn Wenditai. This one, I'm just going to try and show them what they look like in the bags, just to save time. But these two look pretty healthy. Some of them, my Amazon sword was frozen, but it happens when it's cold outside. Now this one is a pretty tall plant. This is the Copa Carolina, something, Copa Plant. You can see it through the bag. It's pretty tall. And it looks nice and green. Yeah, I'm just going to show it through the bag. Oh. That's not quite a good view. So. Yeah. But it looks pretty green. I'll probably do a video of them all in their tanks. Well, all of this is going in my Discus tank, so I'll probably do a video showing all the plants in the tank. But I bet they're going to look pretty nice. Next plant is the Ammonia Gracilis. This one on the website, it looks like a pinkish towards the top, but I know that depends on the type of light you have. But that looks like a pretty healthy plant. Not sure what order these are going to go in for my tank, but we'll see. And if you see my videos about my previous Discus tank, I know the video called Amano Shrimp on Amazon Sword. You can see the Amazon Sword. That plant is actually in my Discus tank. But that's an Amazon Sword. They're really small. They're like that big. But if you watch that video, then you'll already have a sneak peek of one of the plants that are in the new Discus tank. But yeah, that's a massive Amazon Sword that's in there. It was very fun to plant. I'll say that. Next is the Anubis Golden. It's a nice, healthy plant. My mother got tons of plants, and once the tanks are stocked, then I'll show them with the Discus when the Discus are in, and probably the pea puffer tank when the pea puffers are in. It's another Anubias. This one is the Cryptocorn Wentai Green, one pot. I know there's another Cryptocorn. You guys are actually seeing them before I see them, because I haven't looked in these bags yet, so I'm actually showing the camera before I see them. But you'll see them all once they're in their permanent homes, where they will flourish and grow, hopefully. Welcome, Patty. What was this? This is a red flame sword. Hold on. That one looks pretty nice. I know these will grow and be pretty tall, so I'll probably put them in the back. They're pretty short right now, but they'll get bigger. They'll all get bigger. This one, it's kind of faded, but it's this Starokin something Repens. That's what I know. Something Repens. And I'm not sure how big this plant's supposed to be, but it's just a little tiny stub. But I'll Google these plants before I put them in and see if they can live at 85 degrees. Make sure they're going to be all right. And I'm going to also research, how big they get. And there's a red flame sword, but this one's a red melon sword. That one looks really nice. And that's the end of the box. That's the end of the unboxing. That was a pretty short but long unboxing. There was so many plants. I think 13 plants. 11 or 13 plants. But lots and lots of stuff. And I want to thank my mother for donating, these plants. And Kevin Leong, who donated everything that's in this box. The meat grinder and the pH and ammonia alerts. And I want to thank everybody for coming. It was a nice 22 minutes. And I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.